Hey folks, it's Jang here from Jang Bricks with a Lego Lord of the Rings set. This is set number 10237 with 2,359 pieces. You already know what it is. It's the Tower of Orthanc. This came out in 2013, the largest set to date from this series. And obviously the big deal about this set is that it is really, really, really large. It's huge. It is almost 29 inches tall. That's equivalent to about 3/4 of a meter. And again, 2,359 pieces, a very large piece count, most of them black, a lot of detail, a lot of really nice stuff going on. I'm going to spend some good quality time talking about the details of the tower, but first let's take a look at the minifigures and the extra things that come aside from the tower. Minifigs left to right, we've got a pretty standard Uruk-hai, a orc, and here is Wormtongue, who is obviously very, very corrupted and just being destroyed from the inside out. Saruman, the white of course, and Gandalf the Great. Now, the gray, not great. Saruman, obviously, is using the long version of robes this time, although they do give you the option of putting him back to the version with just pants, basically. So they give you two options with him, and we'll give you a better look at some of the shine that you get off of the metallic elements on these characters. There's a lot of silver in there, gold in here, a little bit of silver in here, and all but one of these have faces on the back too. I'll give you a peek at Wormtongue's torso, the printing on the back of it, because you probably won't see him ever again. It'll just be for this set, and then that's it. And then as for the heads, there are all of your alternate faces. When you're ready to rescue Gandalf from the top of the tower, you've got this great eagle that can come swooping in, and great, amazing wingspan right here. And you've got the 4 studs on top, 4 studs on bottom, 2x2, 2x2. This is just a 3-piece unit. You can see that the wings here are the parts that can come off. Other than that, this is all just molded together. Really beautiful design on the wings with a really natural curve, compound curve to it, and 2 different colors used for the feathers gives it some nice detail. Pretty serious but straightforward look, and with these I'll just show you what it looks like with Gandalf on there. A little bit tough to get him on there with the cape. You can see with this version of Gandalf having the full-length hair, it's almost impossible to prevent creasing in this cape. So that's a little bit worrisome for folks who want to keep everything just perfect, but that's pretty much how he would sit there. So he does have a full seat, or you could just stand him up if you want. And this is an Ent, and this is one of the real standout inclusions in this set for me. This puts him into a good perspective versus the tower. You saw that at the beginning, and then versus a minifigure. So there's a minifigure, for example, and for reference, and that I think that works out really well. You can see they use the ball and socket joints to give him some articulation. Got some articulation in the arm. He has enough strength in the hand with the articulated fingers here to actually hold on to a character, so you can make some pretty cool dynamic poses with them getting ready to throw an Uruk-hai, or you can use the orc. They show you on the box, they give you the example of this orc who has this grappling hook with the string on it. He was, threw this up, got a grasp on the guy, and then he's going to try to pull and control the Ent, but he's not going to be successful at it. Eventually, the Ent can just grab this. But here's the coolest thing, is that this actually has a little bit of action built into it. It's not something that was really important, I think, for the age range that this large, huge set is going after, but it is a cool little thing that they added in, where you've got a knob back here, and it's powered by a gear inside, and he can toss one of these guys around and really just express his anger. So a little bit of friction in there, so you can kind of get it to hold, and depending upon how tightly you push the parts together, you can get it to hold a little bit better. He also has the ability to articulate at the waist, and that's really great, and it's well designed, it's well hidden with the round 4x4 piece right in there. Looks really good. Lots of angular textures that have combined together to create a little bit more of an organic feel. You know, the use of different colors with the reddish brown, the dark brown, dark green, tan. You've got some olive used down here, dark tan, a lot of organic colors used together, and just a little bit of actual foliage elements, with these being kind of bushes or shrubbery, maybe even lichen from down around the ground, and then vines coming out here, and then actual tree foliage up here at the top. I think this is really successful. It's a really good figure. Can't get a whole lot of walking kind of pose motion out of him. Doesn't balance very well. That's the only one thing that I wish we could have had, was the ability to have a knee joint, or at least a little bit more range of motion with the feet, just to be able to get that characteristic walking forward motion, and just get a pose with the front knee bent forward. I think that would have been really good. But as it is, it's still a really nice looking figure. It even has the little mushroom down here just to show you how organic these guys are. The tower here has a majestic size, so that gives you a lot of quantity, but it also has a lot of quality to it. It has a lot of detail, and it's built well. The pieces tend to be locked together pretty well, good overlap on different pieces over each other to make sure that things aren't going to fall apart on their own. Down here at the ground level, at the bottom level, a lot of the curved slope pieces used, and these are panels that are separately made, separately assembled, and then they're attached on sideways with a little bit of studs nut on top. Brick usage in the central core of the entire structure, and then this staircase is also added on separately. Actually uses Technic connectors. You've got a double door back here, which is actually brick and plate built. We'll look at that from the other side. Going up to the second level, you've got a little bit of a balcony right here, and there is a 2x2 jumper piece there that makes it really convenient to put Saruman in that place. Oops, there we go. And you know, that's a really good look for just getting him right front and center, right in the middle. You can see a little bit of the stone of Orthanc in the background there. We'll look at that again in a second. And then going up even further, just a lot of detail. These are really nice. These are really nicely done here. These arches, they actually made new arch pieces. That's what Lego claims. These were made just for this set. This one with a steeper angle to it, but it's three bricks high, and then it goes in 3, and it has a thickness of 1. So it's a new piece that was made for this set, and it works really well, looks really good. It's hollow on the underside, which allows the use of these long bars to fit all the way up inside of there, so you don't need to use different sizes of bars going all the way across. And moving up, most of this is pretty straightforward. You've got the use of actually hinges to place these tiles at an angle here. It's not really intended to be a vent or access or anything, just gives you that angle right there. And going all the way up to the top, up top you get those characteristic 4 spikes that are so important and really define a major portion of the look of the Tower of Orthanc. And these are again separate pieces. They're brick and plate built, and they're attached on. They actually use hinge pieces to attach them onto the center structure there. These are really nice. I like what they did down here. You can see a little bit better off to the side. These are also hinged, but they're hinged on just the smooth clip pieces. And you make a bunch of those, and they attach to the edges, and they also attach from the sides to give a little extra detail there. A little bit of roundness, a little bit of sharpness. You know, it just fits in with the overall theme. So with use of arches and curves and straight pieces all together. Lots of these medium barbs were used around the edges to give it that sharpness, very important. They also used those down here, kind of at the middle of the tower. And the very, very top is just a flat platform. They use a round piece in the middle. Not the best looking topper, given how amazing the rest of it looks, but I think I'll give that just a pass. That is the spot where Gandalf was kept. It's not supposed to be ornamental or anything, but I think that's probably the weakest point of the whole tower. Is if you're standing up looking down at it, then it doesn't look quite so great right there. But if you just take a step back and look at the whole thing, I think it works out okay. When you spin things around, that's where the real magic begins with this set, I think. They did a great job with the exterior, but the interior is really a surprise just how much they got into this entire set. So down here, so overall, watch the official Lego video where they take you through all of the design features and talk about how they came up with some of these things. Some of these things are from the movie, some of them from the book, some of them are kind of made up by Lego to just make the whole thing fit together. Down here you've got a dungeon, and you can see here at the entrance level, the staircase was on the other side. There's those double doors that I was mentioning. And when a person comes in, if they're not supposed to be there, there is a trap door. They just fall right through down into a dungeon level. We've got a little bit of spooky details down here with some skulls and some bones. You got a rat, got a ball and chain set up right there, and then back in the background you can see various beasts that are hiding in various little caverns. Over on this side there's another door back there. Who knows what's behind that? So a lot of spookiness there. This entrance level itself has a couple of banners with the hand emblem. And then you've got this nice chandelier element up here, which is supposed to have little bits of fire on the top of it. But that's a trick, because that thing is not just what it looks like. I will show you when we move up to the next level. This is the throne room, Saruman's throne room, and here you can see the stone of Orthanc. Got some potions over here, some books, nice little plate and tile build there. Got these tall lamps. The actual throne itself is in the back. And over here you've got some more books, and there's Saruman back over there. But with the chandelier under here, this actually has a light brick inside of it. So when you push on the chandelier, that's what activates the light brick and lights up the stone. Now, this is an exclusive little Zamor sphere that they created, exclusive color combination for this set. Let's see if I can get that to focus. There we go. You can see that kind of milky, dark greenish yellow and black on the top, and the black is just slightly translucent, lets a little bit of light through there. It's kind of showing where the image is forming, so we're not seeing the eye of Sauron right here. Instead, we're just kind of seeing the ethereal formation of an image, just kind of the mystic overall look of that stone. And then moving up to the next level up here, Lego calls this the Alchemy room, and it's where bombs are actually being created. So again, oops, actually knocked that one off, but again with some more potions on the side, you can pull this off, you can move it around. It's supposed to have a little hole in the top where you can put various stuff from the cauldron here. You can see the cauldron turns over, and you're supposed to be able to spill stuff down into the top of the bomb and seal it off with some sort of cap. You can just use one of those pieces, or you can use one of the caps from the flask and the potion vial over there, or maybe even seal it off with a skull back in the background. These torches on the wall are not lit right now. I've got a halberd over here, and yeah, it's just a place to do some devious magic work. Lego created this as a library level. You can see paintings or plaques representing the different wizards up there. So those are some exclusive stickers just for this set. You can see books again against the wall. You've got the large book in the background with the Eye of Sauron emblem on it. You've got more of the wizards shown there. You do have the torches lit this time. There's another book that's back here. There we go. There's that one with, again, stickers on them. You've got a map back here. You've got a letter right here, and this is the one that's showing one of the rings. Honestly, more detail than was even needed here, with a lot of the stuff being kind of hidden away. But speaking of things being hidden away, right here, this kind of looks like it's a little bit of a ceiling lamp or something like that. It's actually a trigger. You turn that flat and it allows this to come down, and this is a little ladder that gives you access to the secret uppermost interior room. You see that folded away really nicely. Very nice build right there. And Lego calls this the trophy room. You've got some Uruk-hai armor pieces here. Got some keys, of course. You've got the 2 keys, and then another weapon here, and then the staffs of the other wizards that Saruman has been collecting over time. Eventually he would like to have all of them and have all of the power just for himself. That's the topmost level. I'll go ahead and put this back together and sum things up. This set is huge, but you knew that already, but size alone doesn't equate to value or even just quality, quality of design. But Lego really worked hard on this, and they really gave us a good, solid, well done product with this. It has a great look on the outside, and it works well looking at it from multiple angles. It's not something where you just have to look at it from straight on, even though it is completely open on the back to give access to viewing and manipulating the interior elements. There's a lot of detail added on to the inside, a lot more than is even really needed. They really packed stuff in. You do have a little bit of exclusivity with the worm tongue and the lower part of Saruman for the folks who really like to collect things. You also have the large eagle with this one. The other parts are all parts that we've had before, except for that one arch piece, which is, it's nice to have another new arch piece in a different aspect ratio. The ant I absolutely love. I think they could have done without the action feature, really, especially for the older kids and mostly adults that this is aimed towards as a product. Really can't talk about, or I really don't feel like talking about playability with this, because like I said, it's I mean, even Lego themselves on the box, they say ages 14 and up. So that's kind of getting past the ages where folks are really playing with the sets. It's more for display, or possibly even doing animations or things like that, but not so much play. So that really doesn't even factor in for me. Just looking at the price, the $200 US versus the number of pieces, 2,359, especially given that a lot of the pieces are large or long. It gives you a great value on the price per piece. There are some interesting building techniques used in here, so there's some good educational value to it. And there's so little that I can say bad about this, and I do tend to be honestly critical and share my thoughts, and there's just not that much to say bad about this, no matter how picky you are. So that really says a lot. It really shows that Lego put a lot of effort into this, and I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that work and that time and that thought. So thank you very much for sticking with me through this review of the Lord of the Rings Tower of Orthanc set, 2013, set number 10237. This was released early for LEGO VIP Club members, but as of the time of this video, it is fully released to the public. Hope you've enjoyed that, and I hope that you will subscribe if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more reviews of all different types of themes and a lot of custom stuff as I work on building up my own LEGO city also. So thanks again one last time for watching, and I hope to have a chance to talk to you again soon. Bye for now.